Hi, welcome back to the channel. Well, we've got a Nissan Pulsar. I think is 2016 Nissan Pulsar with a normal Nissan / Renault 1.2 turbo engine, TSI engine, and the issue was a misfire. Misfire was diagnosed. Obviously, we come up with a cylinder 3 misfire detected. So first things first, before we're doing, without any ado, remove the coil packs, remove the spark plugs, and check compressions. That's the first thing we do, because it costs nothing to do that, but you get the health of the engine straight away. So cylinder 1, 150, cylinder 2, 130, cylinder 3, 0, cylinder 4, 150. So we've got straight away the answer to the question. Obviously, it's going to be misfire because there is no compression. So we're going to have to strip the engine down. Well, we're going to take the top part of the engine. Well, basically, we're going to take the head off the car. Take the head off the car. But to take the head off the car, obviously, we need to take the front cover off. We need to disconnect the exhaust. We need to remove the inlet manifold. I removed all of that. So basically, strip down just to see what happens. Because I have that feeling we'll find ourselves a burnt valve or something along those lines. I mean, we could stick something into the boards with a camera and investigate it, but just by checking it, it's not going to actually give us any answers. Even if we'll see, either way, the engine has to be stripped. The head needs to come off regardless. Okay, let's get some tools. Right. What I'm going to do first is drain all the coolant, drain the oil. Right, let's drain the oil first. Because I have to remove the timing chain. Obviously, the front cover is going to come off, and if you don't drain the oil, all the oil is just going to go all over the floor. We don't want that. No. Right, let's drain the coolant now as well. Drain the coolant, don't need anything special, just undo the tap. Little tap on the radiator. Before I do, take a picture of the engine bay. Oh, I don't want no settings. There you go. Take a picture of this engine bay, so that way when I put all the hoses back together, I know which wire goes over which wire, and that way you don't get confused. The clip decided to come out a bit too far. There you go. Still draining. No matter how many times I do these cars, I always struggle with these clips. Cool, that's what you call lack of servicing. It goes to show vehicle has been neglected at some point. Now we can see something. Oh, wrong size. Yeah, we've got a little clip that clips into here, still holds it. Right, well that's the inlet manifold off. Doesn't take long to take them off. If you don't want to get confused with nuts and bolts, hold them together. If you take the manifold off, you have nuts and bolts for the manifold with it, and that way you won't get confused which bolt to when to where after you finish with it. Fuel rail can stay on the head because that's not gonna affect me taking it off. The only thing I do need to take off is wiring loom for it. That's it. Even the wiring loom can stay alone, apart from that sensor, coolant temperature sensor. And if you don't know what thermostat is, it's right there. So you have to take in that manifold off to do a thermostat if you ever need to do it. Let's take this fuel pump. That's that done. That's off. Oh. Yet so. There you go. Take this pain in the backside pipe off now. Oh, it's all covering the engine up. Right, that's another bracket off. Oh, I can take this bracket off also. I don't know if that's enough bolts. Yeah. Just glued on. I think that's where the vacuum pump would have sat, I suppose. But it's just a cap. So potentially, you probably don't even need to take that off at all, but I'm taking it off. Alright, let's take this housing off. Water housing. Or water flange. Right. There. There's one more there. Well, when you undo them all, it just falls off. We don't need to remove it completely, you can just move it out of the way. So that's the back of the head is stripped, totally stripped. The front of the head is stripped enough for us to... Oh, the only thing, I need to unplug the sensor. Fuel rail pressure sensor. Well, let's start out with it. Since it needs to come off. I don't know whose idea it was to put sensor through the cover. You know, to the cover off, you have to put sensor in through it. To me, that's just the dumbest idea. Alright, let's take this rocker cover off. Right, I think that might be it. We'll see if it lets me get it off. And let's see. Right. Right. There you go. That was awkward. Okay, that's the front of the engine not part. Now I can put the sun plug back in. Okay. Coolant is drained, oil is drained. Not a lot of oil drained. It's like probably about maybe 2 liters, if that. Now we need to remove the front part. Engine mounts off. Now the wiring loom is out of the way. We don't have to disconnect anything there, just out of the way. Plenty of room now. Before we do the belt, I'll need to loosen up the water pump. Yeah, coolant. Yeah, because everything's disconnected. It's coolant because I just jacked the engine up and
this car has a green coolant.
yeah. One of them sockets will fit the tensioner. There you go. one. Doesn't want to come out through the top. Well, we'll get it through the bottom. It's not a big issue. So I'll drop it down now. I have to take the wheel arch out now. Oh, come on. Okay. Let's see. Still not enough room. Up or down? Oh, that's an odd one. Right, so let's remove the front crank pulley off. Right, belt is off, crank pulley is off. While I'm at it, I can take some of the lower front cover housing bolts off while I'm down. That's all the lower bolts are out. Ah, there you go. Awkward one. Oh. Cool. That's tight. Oh, that's better. See? Oh, the spanner is no good. No, there is. It's 13, but it's slipping. Okay, let's start out. That one won't get to. Okay. Right. See, I work a lot on the Nissan Qashqais and Jukes, and with these engines, and they've got a lot more room. Telling you that. This is a lot tighter. Most of the time, you can get to every bolt. Never had to struggle with taking the water pump pulley off. think I took the wrong bolt out. I think I took the water pump bolt out. Do I need to take that out? Oh, let's have a look. If it comes off, then I have enough bolts out. If it snaps in half, then it's not. That's good. Oh, let's drop the engine down now. Might have just about enough room. With this one, I might even have to take the water pump off. It's just not got enough room. Okay, I think I might have to take the water pump off. Oh, I took one bolt out accidentally, so I might as well take the other three. No Qashqai, so got plenty of room. On the Jukes, you're pushing it, but it's just about. With this one, it's not so much at all. Right, that's all the bolts out. Pop the bucket underneath just in case if it's got a bit left. Okay, we'll have enough room, more room now. Drop it down a bit. just about. See, that's sticking out a bit, just a little bit too long. Right, that's the top cover off. Timing cover rather. Oh, timing tensioner. The timing chain. I'm not going to be checking the timing because to check the timing I would have to count all the links, set it up, and then it's basically a headache. But we're going to be putting new one on anyway, so there's a timing mark here, and it has to line up with the colored links on the chain. So there's no actual markings on the body itself, just on the chain itself and on the sprockets, top and bottom, same thing. Well, that's not a good sign. Normally when you undo it, it's supposed to ratchet forward. It hasn't done that yet. Oh well. See, with them, the long elongated bit is at the top, so because you can accidentally put it this way around, so that's obviously would be upside down, this bit longer bit facing upwards. There you go. These are the colored links. See there, the two line up with the camshafts, and that one lines up with the crankshaft sprocket, little arrow on there. So that's the front off. Now we'll take the camshafts off. Now I can drop the engine down a bit, don't need to be high anymore. Well, these caps are not interchangeable. They're all numbered and they all have to be in the correct order, in the correct direction. Oh, it says D. That one. C. So they're lettered. You cannot turn them this way either. It has to be right way, because they put them on and then drill it right through them in preparation for the camshaft to go in. Obviously this one is straightforward, it can only go one way. All of them have to come on. So A, B, C, D. I think that would be numbered as well. Right. I'll have to put them somewhere where it cannot be kicked. keeping them here for now, but I will move them. And this one's got the numbers. Actually, this one has got numbers. 2, 3. Yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that should be 6. There we go. I can't see the numbers on this one. Probably not numbered. So, but them ones are numbered. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the important ones. They're the ones you can mix up. Well, obviously camshafts are different. Ooh, this camshaft is full of oil still. Oh, now we've got a whole bunch of tappets. I don't know if they're shimmed or they're hydraulic. Don't quote me on it. That's why, if I'm not sure, I will be taking them off and putting them back in exactly the same spot. But that means I have to locate them in the correct order as well. It's hydraulic, it's not a big difference, but if they're shimmed, you've got to put them in the right order. Box with numbers, you can put them in the bags individually, numbers. So it's easier to, normally you can look underneath. They're numbers, but they're very faint. Yeah. I have that feeling they're not hydraulic. I think they're shimmed. That means that it's very important that they go in the correct order. Oh yeah, this one you can see. You can see all the numbers on this one. Yeah, they're 3.16. So I think this the thickness of it 3.16 mil. Okay. I'll do one at a time. Yeah, so they're shimmed, so you cannot mix them. Right. Can't even see anything there. Well, looks like I have to remove the cat, because you can't even get to this cover without taking the cat off. Lovely. You never know, it might even come undone. one there. Oh, there's one there. All these bolts I can keep finding. Okay. Okay. See what's holding underneath. Plastic antifreeze. One, two. Another massive bracket there. Yeah. One, two. Just 2 bolts. So maybe I'll undo them 2 downpipe bolts. 2 them bolts, it should all be off then. This one. Don't flip the neck.
I don't think you're okay like that.
All right. Right. Turn it round. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Imagine doing that with all the stuff still attached.
Wow.
I think you have to take the drive shaft out then to get it off. Oh, that's the cat with one broken stud. Have to remove that. Oh. It's the cat off. Now I've got a chance to get to this shield.
He's looked away to the.
That's exhaust manifold gasket out. We don't need to take the turbo off, just need to take the turbo. It's all hanging. That's it. Turbo is undone. We're ready to take the head off. Well, we're ready to undo the head bolts. Ah, normal. Okay, good. For a minute I saw it's like it's got to be some funny socket. feel very tight for a petrol car. Diesel ones are normally tight, but see, this one is not too bad. The other bolt seems to be very tight. Right, that'll do. Oh. Right. One fell down somewhere. What's that oil keeps coming from? Is there a funny bolt at the back? Don't appear to be. Oh, that one goes through the head. That bolt goes through the head. Okay. Okay. Hey. No, there's still something holding on. Oh, that plug. Oh. That's better. Well, let's have a look here. That looks wet in here, in this cylinder. Now let's have a look at the head. Oh, look at the state of this valve.
Found the problem.
Straight away.
Chunk missing.
Chunk missing. Burnt out. One valve. And the rest of them are all just damp. Yeah, one valve needs to be replaced. So at least we found the problem. Right, there you go. Now we need to order all the parts, new valve, and put it all back together. Well, the only thing we've got left for today is tidy up. And yeah, we'll see you in the next video when we get the parts. Bye.